Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Happy Tuesday to y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all gonna come in and make sure to like the video. Okay, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and all that stuff. How y'all doing? Happy Taco, Tequila, Tea Tuesday, whatever tea you celebrate, happy Tuesday to you. Okay. If you do not know, yes, I'm back. Look, I'll be off some days. I'll be on some days. I'm on today. Okay. I'm on today with y'all to get into a whole bunch of random things around here. Mainly, I'm here to clown Nicki Minaj. I was going to put a clown face on her face, but I want y'all to see her face. So I was like, yeah, that's the real reason I'm here and whatnot. Okay. Also, do not forget, I told y'all, if you don't know, now you will. I have been putting up premiere videos. If you do not know, there are 2 premiere videos that is up. Okay. We got into some Bravo things for Atlanta and Potomac or whatever. We got into the Cardi of it all, the Offset of it all, Meg and them. Okay. So those 2 premieres are up. Go watch them. YouTube playing, but I'm here. Okay, YouTube is being some haters and stuff, but it's my fault. I am aware that YouTube really only pushes out your content when you're consistently putting content out. And I've been going live once a week. Okay, so I am not surprised that YouTube is not telling nobody, hey, Jaylee, she's still here. Hi, you know what I'm saying? So that's my fault. I know. So thank y'all to those who pop up and watch me regardless, who coming through when they see and they watch. So thank all y'all for being around here, okay? But yeah, go watch. The 2 other videos are up and they long, okay? They not no short, little 30, 40 minute, you know what I'm saying? Little hour conversation. When I do premiere, it's still, you know what I'm saying, a good time had and whatnot. And today, we will get into these people here, okay? Nicki's a clown. Okay, Offset out here running from Backlash because he's a whole hater as well. Okay, Usher little lawsuit and whatnot. The game being a whole hypocrite. Okay, Porsha said I was attacked. I am a victim again. Okay, some Vivica conversation, some for real foolishness, and there's other things as well. Now, also, y'all, guess what? I'm having a glass of wine. So I hope, look, this child, life and lifing. And so I have your little glass of Moscato here, okay? And y'all know, I said I'm not gonna do liquor on camera. I'm really not a drink on camera person because it can go real. The JayBirds who've been around for a while know if Jaylee is tipsy on camera, child. Mm-mm. Oh, it's so good, y'all. It's so good. So I hope by the end of the live, I will have finished my wine. So that way, when I'm off here, I can go to bed. The wine would have relaxed me to go to bed. Okay. So again, if you have get your little drink, little water, little wine, little whiskey. I don't know what you drink. Maybe you want a beer. I don't know what you drink, but I am having a little glass of Moscato. And y'all remember Scandal? This is my Scandal wine glass. I have a whole bunch of wine glasses or whatever, but this is my huge Scandal wine glass. So yeah, go get y'all some wine or some whiskey, a wine cooler. I don't know. How y'all doing? How was everyone? I hope y'all all is having a good time. Remember, like the video, subscribe. Okay, do all of that today, immediately, because I asked you to. Okay, come on in, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Okay, come on. hmm When I seen I said, Nicki, what is wrong with you, girl? I said, Nicki, what are you doing? Girl, what are you doing? Look, don't you like the thumbnail? You like it? You see it? The blue jean, the greens, the black, because Nicki is a black spot getting on my nerves. She is on my list. Okay, Dean Davenport around here from different world. Okay, but yes, I had to get a little coordinate. Okay, little coordinates around here, and I also just happen to be in greens as well and whatnot. But yes, okay, I was like, I can get a cuddle thumbnail together, y'all. But again, hello to y'all. Look, yeah, it's been a minute. This is why I really do, I really do appreciate the J word. I mean, the people, the birds, the bird, okay, who've been around here, who know if she, which is me, if she is having a little drinky drink, child, that means one, it's been a long day, and two, I'm gonna probably slip and say some shit I'm not supposed to say. So I'm gonna try my best to keep myself composed. Okay, I get a little bit giddy, when I've had some wine or some liquor in my system. Mm-hmm. Which is why I don't drink on camera often. And it's a weekday, child. I gotta go to work tomorrow, girl. Anyway, y'all, how y'all doing? Look, I hope everybody is having a good start of the week and stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cuss some people out, because the celebrities, the random news as well. It's all like it's some things around here. Come on out from Chardonnay. Get some Chardonnay. Look, I don't drink often. I drink a lot from when I was like 17 into like 31, child. I lived a life. Okay, I was a drinker. Okay, and I stopped because it got too bad. Okay, once I got really drunk my 30th, I said, "Girl, no, no." But I have wine, I have liquor in there. You know what I'm saying? It is always a cold bottle of wine in my refrigerator. Um, a bottle of vodka because I drink white. Um, the Douce is in the refrigerator because others like the dark. Okay, and then it's like some little juicy juice to mix my vodka with, and water. That's all. That's all that's in my. But I got tequila. And I got Patron, the Douce. I know some white Hennessy in there. It's some absolute. It's all kind of liquors. I have all the liquors. Okay, so I could drink every day. I could drink every day and not run out of liquor. Okay. Anyway, I hope y'all is having a good time. Okay, we're gonna get into the things. Okay, I have a little bit of Ciroc left. I have not bought Ciroc. Well, I don't think Diddy owns Ciroc no more. I have some Sveka vodka and some Absolute vodka and another kind of vodka. I can't think what it is. I have like two different kinds of wines in there. And I like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, but I do have a little bit of the Ciroc, I think watermelon left, but Diddy don't own Ciroc no more. So I think I can safely buy Ciroc. I like it. It tastes good, okay? But y'all, let's get into let's see the word of the night. What could be the word of the night? I guess it could be wine. But we're not going to do the every time someone says a word, I take a drink, because that's gonna mm-mm. But I don't know. But I just want to get into. Okay, you think Douce is disgusting? Well, see, I don't drink Douce, so I'm not an expert. But I was told by the expert that you can't be like drink. You have to sip Douce. Okay, you gotta sip it. You can't really mix it, in my opinion. You just sip it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But I don't know. I don't drink it. Okay, it gets drunk, just not by me. It's open in there. Okay. Anyway, he never owned the Ciroc, so I'm probably gonna order me a couple of bottles. Mm-hmm. Oh, I only have Ice Mountain Water. Ice Mountain Water is some pink lemonade around there, and then it's liquor, and then you know what I'm saying, the vodkas. Okay, hi, do say I'm crazy. Anyway, we do have a Costco here in Detroit, with Costco and Sam's Club here. We have everything here. Yeah, we have everything here. But y'all, let's get into the stuff, okay? Because I feel like people, celebrities and whatever's, it's on some BS. Let me share my screen, okay, to get into whatever there is, okay? Now, I don't remember where I'm going to start from. Where to start from? Let's do some random stuff of the peoples, because the random shit that be going on around the world be funny as well, and I be want to punch folks in the face. Let's just start here, because this is in Detroit. Now, we discussed this when it happened. Okay, the crazy girl who stabbed her supervisor at the McDonald's. Okay, well, she was arrested. She was in court, and child, while she was in court, the dead victim's daughter brought 2 knives to court. I said, now what is going on here? Now, this is my thing, okay? If you stab my mama, okay? If you stab my mama, I think by law, I'm allowed to at least attempt to stab you, okay? That's my opinion, okay? I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent, but if you kill my mama by stabbing her, by Jesus' law, okay, I have the right to attempt to stab you. Okay, now they were in court, right? It was the preliminary exam day or whatever, and they said, "Oh, dramatic turn," because the victim's daughter came with 2 knives to the courtroom. Now, daughter, you shouldn't bring them to court. They're not gonna let you in there. Okay, you can't get in the court with weapons. Okay, now they said they showed in court the victim being stabbed by the assailant. Okay, it is right after the footage ended. The daughter left the courtroom, went to her vehicle, got 2 knives, tried to come into the courthouse. Okay, was tackled by officers and whatnot, and they took her to custody, whatever. But I feel like this. You know what I'm saying? Having the 2 knives in your car mean you was gonna try to get that lady. Okay. And sometimes you just want to get that people for the get. I don't condone violence. I don't believe in it. However, I would try to get you before the police get you. Okay. I want to get you when I can get you. Okay. Now old girl is charged with first degree murder. So and I think she gonna get the girl she gonna get found guilty. Okay, so just wait till she's in prison. Okay, wait till she's in prison, then become pen pals with somebody in the same prison that she's in. Okay, then send them money for some oodle noodles. Okay, send them some money for the oodle. Put the card in and say, hey, old girl, I'll pay you, 100 packs of oodle noodles, the prison thing or whatever. If you beat her up every day, I will send you 100 packs of oodle noodles, the ramen, if you beat her up for me every day. Okay, but again, ma'am, you can't be around here trying to stab your mama's killer in the court, because that's gonna get you in trouble. You gotta get to her before she gets arrested. Okay, get to her before she gets arrested. Okay, and I think the daughter should not be held no longer. She was just upset. When you see video of somebody harming your parent, you want to kick ass. I would. But this is her in court though. Let's listen to the story.
Preliminary exam hearing for a suspect accused of killing a McDonald's manager. Police had to tackle someone who tried to bring knives into the courthouse. 27-year-old Afina Muhammad is accused of stabbing and killing her manager, 39-year-old Jennifer Harris.
She has a nice full head of hair. I mean, she's a crazy killer, but okay.
After she was sent home from work at McDonald's back in July. Harris's family members stormed out crying as video of the stabbing was being played in court.
I also feel like if you're going to play that kind of video, let me know first, so I can prepare myself to see that. So I wonder if she was not mentally prepared, even emotionally prepared to see the video of her mom being stabbed, and it just triggered her.
But attorneys say one went to their car, grabbed 2 knives, and ran back into the courthouse before being tackled by police, and that happened in the lobby. The suspect and judge were removed from the courthouse for their own safety, but have since returned. The hearing has now resumed, and the judge barred the family from the courthouse for the remainder of the day.
I mean, I don't need to come back in there now. Okay, she know I want to get up. I want to get at her, and I'm gonna get at her. But again, wait for her to be found guilty. Befriend somebody at the same prison. Pay them the oodle noodles and let it be. Let it be. Stupidity. 3 men arrested and charged for allegedly kidnapping a man at their local McDonald's, stole his phone, and then the suspect FaceTimed the man actually crying. I'm like, what is wrong with people?
And Raj?
Can you even imagine this? I'm telling me that she gets a FaceTime call from her nephew, and he says, oh my goodness, we are in a high-speed chase, and he turns the phone around, and there are all these sirens, and she sees all the police cars. A very strange case, allegedly kidnapping, and it all started with taking a cell phone.
He called me fiercely, FaceTimed me fiercely, crying, saying, Auntie, we on a high-speed chase.
If DJ FaceTime me on a high-speed chase, first of all, I'm going to beat his ass when I catch up. But secondly, who the fuck you with that y'all on a high-speed chase, DJ? I can't imagine my nephew. I would be livid.
Nicki Perry, the aunt of 18-year-old Lamar Perry, speaks out after he was arrested in a kidnapping situation.
I kept screaming, yelling, telling him to stop. I'm crying, and he just would not stop. I had my nephew location. I followed my nephew location. By the time I got there, they had already got him. About 100 miles an hour.
He called her in the middle of a police chase. This all started in Davie and ended in Pompano Beach. Davie police say it began at a McDonald's off State Road 84. Investigators say 30-year-old Tracy Ross and 18-year-old Lamar Perry walked up to Adonis Sevilla.
Now, why are the 30-year-old even friends with hanging out with an 18? That's weird. Why he 18, you 30, y'all shouldn't even be cool. Is y'all cousins? Is he your uncle? Is he your brother? Why y'all around each other?
Yeah. Investigators say Ross grabbed Sevilla's cell phone off the table, then forced him into their car, telling them he had a ride with them if he wanted it back. Based on Ross's charge of fleeing, cops say he was the driver. Also arrested 18-year-old Timothy Brown, who cops.
So 2 18-year-old men with a 30-year-old man who ride with somebody else, is they gay and trying to have butt sex?
Say was in the car. His mom spoke in court.
I never seen my son get in trouble or did anything of this. I don't know who he was with and like what happened. So I'm just like, I'm so in shock.
They drove the 30-year-old victim miles away to Northwest 9th Avenue in Fort Lauderdale, say cops.
Oh, wait, the victim was 30 years old? Okay, no. The victim was 30 and a 30-year-old victim and a 30-year-old person. Either way it go, the 2 18-year-olds should not even be involved.
Shoved him out and hit him. Sevilla ran, flagged someone down, called 911, telling dispatchers he'd been kidnapped. Fort Lauderdale police later spotted the suspect's vehicle, and when they tried to stop it, the car took off, headed to Pompano Beach. The chase ended.
Him being on that side of the town, that he knows nobody over there, is pretty strange to me.
On 10.
I feel like POP hold me down. It's weird. You know, first of all, if somebody snatched my cell phone and then say, if I want my cell phone back, I have to ride with them, keep it. I'm going to go to AT&T and give me a new one. I'm going down to Apple and say, I need this. My phone was stolen. I'm not riding with nobody to get back a cell phone that I have insurance on. Okay, so that's weird. That's part one. That's weird. But also, again, why was a 30-year-old person even with 2 18-year-old guys whose family don't know nothing about him? Child, that 30-year-old Tracy Ross, don't trust him. Again, people know who your kids around. Okay, because now your nephew and your other son is up here on POP, hold me down. I'm gonna have to chase grandma, auntie, come get me, and now you're arrested. Dumb people. Okay, now she did it. Whatever they say she did, she did. Because when your hair is that messed up, I just feel like you was trouble. And you in all the trouble. Okay, Milwaukee woman arrested for fatally shooting her friend. Okay, because she's smoking weed, she's paranoid. Okay, thought in her paranoid state the friend was gonna stab her, even though friend did not have a weapon. I think she lying. Okay, I think she lying. Because what was y'all smoking? Milwaukee woman was fatally shot by her friend. So the lady did. Because the friend became paranoid while smoking weed. Okay, according to Milwaukee Local 12, 32-year-old Jamaica Simone Mills was arrested after her friend was found unresponsive in a home. They got a report of a shooting. Okay, Mills and her friend, 26-year-old Ariel Spillner, suffering gunshot wounds. So she got shot more than once. Police say Mills had a wound to her abdomen while Splinter was pronounced dead at the scene. Mills told officers the two had been smoking weed and became paranoid. What kind of, was you smoking crack? Was it lace weed? Because regular weed don't make it, because I'm not a weed smoker. I have not smoked weed. Child, I'm 43. I have not had weed probably since I was maybe 31. maybe 31. I don't do weed no more. But when I used to partake in the ganja, it never made me paranoid. It made me funny. It made me sleepy. Not hungry, but not paranoid, okay? Again, we were smoking weed, became paranoid. Although she said she never saw her friend holding scissors, she knew she had them, okay? Because Spillner was there to cut her dog's hair. So someone came over to cut your dog's hair. Y'all start smoking weed and now she dead? She said she then accidentally shot herself in the stomach and did not mean to kill a friend. So you got so high, you shot yourself, killed your. Where the dog at? Did you kill the dog? I don't. What? You got so high that you got paranoid. Thought your friend who came to cut your dog hair was gonna stab you with a dog hair cutting scissors. So instead, you shot her to death, shot yourself because you was. I think she shot her friend. Okay, I think she shot her friend. Because why? And she probably, I feel like she shot herself to say, "Oh, she shot me," but she probably realized, "Oh, her fingerprints ain't on the gun and ain't no scissors." Okay, I don't see no scissors. I can't say she's dead. Either way, go. Don't smoke weed with people who is crazy. Okay. Also, don't smoke weed that you don't know where it came from. Because if you get weed from a stranger, you don't know what's in it. You're not smoking lace weed. It can be laced with crack. It can be laced with anything, child. And now you up there dead. You dead. Your friend shot. What a dog at? Did he get his haircut? Anyway, she locked up. Okay, bond said it's 150K, and the police said we don't believe her. I don't believe her either. I don't believe her. A man is tackled. I don't know who Bishop William Murphy III is, but he was in church, child, and someone tried to get him. They said, tackle him.
Come on, man of God, I see you. Come on. Y'all clap y'all hands and give God praise.
Why he laughing? Why y'all tackle that man? Did he want prayer? Why you laughing, Jesus?
He just want to give me a hug. Come on. Come on, man of God, I see you. Come on.
He's saying, come on up here. The path is saying, come on, come on, come on. First of all, I'm suing y'all. Okay, I'm suing y'all. My spine is out of whack. Okay, you didn't knock my disc out of the disc holder.
Y'all clap y'all hands and give God praise. He just want to give me a hug. Come on. Come on, man of God, I see you. Come on.
And when they tackled him, he said,
Y'all clap.
I can laugh because I'm not there, but you can't. You
clap y'all hands and give God praise. He just want to give me a hug. Come on.
You not supposed to laugh, Pastor. Okay, you not supposed to laugh. Of course, you know the bishop. Of course, you know. Child, tackle that man like. I'm suing the church. Okay, I'm suing the church, the bishop, the usher board, the deacons, okay, the choir director, and I think because he looked harmless. Okay, he looked harmless.
Y'all clap y'all.
Y'all should not. First of all, bishops, pastors, deacons, you should tell them people, okay, look, don't tackle folks come around here for help. Okay, don't do that. Get up. Tackle that man like that. And now he gonna sue me. Girl.
Man of God, I see you. Come
It's
on.
so funny. It's because the bishop, you know what I'm saying, he ducked the play or whatever. And, you know, girl. Y'all, it's not funny. It's not funny, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, why couldn't y'all get him? Anyway, I'm gonna stop. Look, don't be tackling people on stage, on camera, because he gonna sue y'all, okay, for pain and anguish, okay? He got PTSD now, okay? His back hurt, okay? His knees hurt, okay? His neck brace is gonna be needed for the rest of the year, okay? His shoulder blade hurt, okay? Knock the noodles out of him. Okay, his voice box hurt. Okay, knock the wind straight out, and then the pastor gonna laugh at me. I'm suing everybody. I didn't read this story fully earlier. Okay, it says who's wrong? A substitute, y'all. I might have to get a second glass of wine. I did not plan to drink all of this right now. And I'm almost done. Where's your wine? Anyway, who was wrong? Substitute teacher asked to leave campus after getting into an argument with another teacher who stood behind him asking questions while he used the bathroom. Now, I am a firm believer in this. I don't want anyone talking to me in the bathroom. That's just weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't want any stranger talking to me while I'm in the bathroom, because why for? What ain't girl?
Right to add, I mean, when Mr. Hand asked you if you were a student or not, what was your response?
No, I asked him what was he doing. 'Cause he's dead standing behind me while I'm using the bathroom, asking me what's my name or what am I doing.
Like in the urinal? Like in the urinal?
Like what?
Did you respond, I'm a substitute working here today?
No. It's weird he's standing behind me while I'm using the bathroom. I don't know how y'all not seeing that.
Or for the sake of peace and not having anything else transpire today, I think it's best if you don't finish out today's subbing here. Just I don't want any issues happening between, you know, the staff members and you, or it's just best probably.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know his name. You could tell me your name?
And on that, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was gonna say, so at this point, do you have anything left in the classroom that needs?
No, I got my stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna ask that you leave the campus.
Okay.
If I'm a substitute teacher and if I'm at work and I go to the bathroom, okay, and if I am at the urinal, okay, penis out and I'm peeing, I'm assuming that's what he said. Penis out. No one should come up behind me talking to me. Wait for me in the hallway outside the bathroom. Don't you? To me, if you a man or woman, I don't know, and you at the urinal, and you know what I'm saying, you trying to go whatever, and if someone is standing behind you, you have every right to turn around and just beat them up. Because why you behind me in the bathroom?
That's fine. But he can't tell me his name?
No.
Right. And she wrong as hell. I don't know who she is, okay? But the moment someone say I'm a substitute teacher, okay? I was using the bathroom. Your staff, even if they don't know who I am, does not have the right to come up behind me in the bathroom while my ass, because the ass ain't out. But again, my dick is out. Okay, my dick is out. I would have said, ma'am, I was in the bathroom, dick in hand. Okay, I was pointing and shooting. And he behind me, talking to me, questioning me. Why? Why couldn't it wait until I put my dick up? For what for? And what's the reason?
You're who? What's your name? What's your name, sir?
Ted. Is he a son?
What's your name?
Okay.
Yeah, for Joe's.
Okay, what's your name though?
Yeah, you're good.
What's your
Okay.
name?
Mr. Herring.
Okay. Why were you standing behind me while I was using the bathroom?
Because I don't know who you are, so
That's
I was
weird
asking.
though. You couldn't wait until I came out the stall.
What if he was a student? What if he was a student? So do you want me to believe, or you want me to assume, because you did not know who someone was, you followed them into the bathroom while their dick is out, talking to them, asking questions. What if he was a new foreign exchange student who was there and did not know who you were? The fuck?
Here you go. He looks very young, I get it.
I did, but it's recorded.
Oh, yeah,
He was standing behind me while I was using the bathroom.
and that's weird.
Have
the door closed?
No, I was there by myself. He couldn't wait till I came out the stall.
He wasn't sure if you were a student.
Yeah.
Okay, but still, why would he stand behind me while I'm using the bathroom?
Which means he does that to students. Okay, if that man follows a strange man in the bathroom, that means he does that to students.
Y'all don't think that's crazy?
When one black man asked
He was probably waiting to
white
see if you were
people,
coming out.
What happened?
I was using the bathroom. He's standing behind me watching me use the
I'm not a
bathroom.
man, but don't men usually aren't you in the bathroom together? Well, I mean,
Okay, but he's standing there. You're who? What's your name? What's your name, sir?
Ted. Is he a son?
What's your name?
Okay.
Yeah, for Joe's.
Okay, what's your name though?
yeah, you're good.
What's your
Okay.
name?
Mr. Herring.
Okay. Why were you standing behind me while I
The child.
was using the bathroom?
Because I don't know who you are, so I
That's
was
weird
asking.
though. You couldn't wait until I came out the stall.
Here you go. He looks very young, I get it.
I did, but it's recorded.
Oh, yeah,
He was standing behind me while I was using the bathroom. You couldn't wait.
Now, the one black man walking up said, yep, I'm going to walk right past the Caucasian disturbance.
Door closed?
No, I was there by myself. He couldn't wait till I came out the stall.
He wasn't
The one black man knew what's up because they
sure if you were a student.
Yeah.
Okay, but still, why would he stand behind me while I'm using the bathroom?
the fact that no one is saying, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, Cardi, hold on. Let me find her. Cause no, wrong Cardi. Wrong Cardi.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
Because why, as a grown man, are you in the bathroom? Even if you wonder who he is, stand outside the door because he had to come out the bathroom. Okay, and then say, hey, sir, who are you? Are you a sub? Going in the bathroom and standing behind somebody with their dick out is weird.
Y'all don't think that's crazy?
I think he was probably waiting to see if you were
I don't understand
coming out.
what happened.
I was
All the Caucasians.
using the bathroom. He's standing behind me
Just
watching me use the
I'm not a
bathroom.
man, but don't men usually aren't you in the bathroom together?
Bitch, what?
I mean,
Okay, but he's standing dead. You're who? Dead behind me while I'm using the
this
bathroom.
is a person that works here. He's a
Yeah.
professional. He is not somebody that we question like this. We don't treat people like this. And you,
I was
you look
just-
young.
I was
He
just a- I was
he was
just
he's
asking.
verifying. He was verifying.
So y'all don't think that's weird?
I
A teacher standing behind another
Aren't you another teacher?
Yes, but still, y'all don't think that's crazy?
I do not think that is. I mean, I'm in the bathroom with other individuals.
And he like, that's weird as fuck. I'm not gonna say nothing because he did it to me before and I don't like it. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. I just wonder. That's weird. That's weird. You can't. I don't think. Men. I don't go into men's bathrooms. Not my ministry, but I don't think anyone is supposed to go. If any in the men's bathroom, no one is supposed to come and stand behind y'all if you use the bathroom and hold no kind of conversation, right?
No, you need to be a stall. You got a stall, a space, and then you got space between you and a person. You can't stand next to me. So let alone stand behind me.
But if someone stands behind you,
we got a problem. We ain't got nothing to talk
about. Okay, keep driving. So I need to be sure.
Yeah. What's going on?
It was a black teacher at a high school. A white male teacher followed him in the bathroom while he was at the urinal. The white teacher was behind him saying, "Who are you?" questioning him, dick in hand, like it was cool. And all the Caucasian teachers like, "Oh, that's not weird. Ain't that fucking weird?"
Nah, you can wait till I pee and wash my hands, then we can step out and have a conversation. But what? That's too many words. We got a physical discussion that involves hands. So I'm washing my hands and then I'm beating your ass.
What's that?
I went to Chick-fil-A and got the lemonade. Some tequila to it,
though. No, I'm finna have my wine. Okay, finish driving. I had to ask that question because I'm thinking. Okay, bye. See, I told you all that shit is that ain't what you do. Okay, that ain't what you do. Yeah, look. Him will be like him gonna fight. It ain't gonna be many words at all. Because I feel like that's awkward. And the fact that he's saying to them, I'm in the bathroom. Okay, I'm using the bathroom. He's behind me. He don't know who I am. Why would he not wait for me in the hallway? And the fact that no one is saying, you know what, sir, you're right. Okay, put your dick up, sir, and then come have a conversation out in the hallway. It was like, no, you want to talk to me with your dick out. That's weird. He does that to students. He does that to other teachers. He probably did that to the man right here because the man right here, he looked like, I know it's weird. I just can't say anything.
It was all the time. Yeah.
But you stand behind them while they're using the bathroom?
Do you have a door? Did you shut the door?
No, I did not.
Are you at the stall? Are you at the urinal?
Yes.
Okay, urinals, people are behind you, right? When you walk in and out, are people?
No, bitch.
People behind you?
Okay.
I mean,
okay. Wait, what you say your name was?
So bizarre.
What's your name?
I really hope he sued the district.
Please stop recording me.
No, tell me your name. What's your name? You're not gonna say your name, sir? Sir, your dad behind me while I'm.
I hope he sued that black lady, that black man right there. Okay, hold on. What we gonna sue? Sue that white man and that white man there. Sue the 2 or 3 white women who was in the hallway. Sue everyone who heard about. Because y'all need to question every student in that school and say, hey, has Mr. White Man ever followed you in the bathroom while you were dick out peeing, trying to talk to you while you were halfway naked? If your dick is out, you naked. Okay? If your dick is out, you're naked. Common courtesy in a bathroom, even in the men's bathroom, as y'all don't hear, just told y'all, it's a space in between, and no one is standing behind you talking to you. The fuck, girl? Yes, ask all the black kids and the white kids too. Okay, and then for her to say, "We're gonna send you home," because you're questioning the Caucasian strange man who followed you in the bathroom. Because you can ask you why you're at the fucking door. You don't have to come in the bathroom when it's just me and you and get behind me and then say, "Who, bitch? Don't do that." First of all, if my dick out, I'm vulnerable. I can't fight with my dick out. And even me because in the women's bathrooms, we have a whole full closed door. a full closed door. But even at the fucking sink, if it's one sink, bitch, stand in the corner. Don't stand behind me. Okay? When anyone is in a shared bathroom space, you do not stand behind nobody, even in the women's bathroom. And we're waiting for the next stall. You wait at the fucking door. They in there, child, hide your kids. They round there. I'm not gonna say it. It's weird. Okay, it's
Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar.
Okay. He was.
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
I have to explain to y'all why it's weird that a strange white man followed me in the bathroom, and while my dick was out, he was questioning me and standing behind me. And the fact that he thought to do that means that's his typical behavior. Meaning, if it's a kid, he does that to the kids too. Oh, I didn't know if you were a teacher or student. Does it matter? You don't follow anybody in the bathroom and stand behind them while they're peeing. You wait in the hall, because even in schools, teachers would wait in the hallway at the door. And when you walk out, what you doing here? Go to class. No teacher, at least in my high school, was coming in the bathroom to get anybody. The most they would do, they may open the door from the hallway and say, who in here? Jaylee, Karla, whoever, and then they up in here, get out. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't coming in there. I keep saying they got. Let's hope I don't get flagged. But this is weird. And I hope he sue them all. I hope he sue all of them.
No, I asked him what was he doing. 'Cause he's dead standing behind me while I'm using the bathroom, asking me what's my name or what am I doing. Like what?
Did you respond, I'm a substitute working here today?
No. It's weird he's standing behind me while I'm using the bathroom. I don't know how y'all not seeing that.
For the sake of peace and not having anything else transpire today, I think it's best if you don't finish out today's subbing here. Just I don't want any issues happening between, the staff members and you, or it's just best probably.
Okay, that's fine.
And the fact that all the staff members who were acting like this shit was regular happened to be Caucasian. And then you got the two random black people who I guess hold some kind of power is trying to say, well, we're gonna send you home. We don't want any issue between you, black man, and the Caucasians. Because no one here can comprehend that it's strange. Because could the man have said, I'm a sub? He could have said that. However, the white man teacher did not have to come in there and be behind him, questioning him while he's peeing. That is weird. And the fact of the matter is he's a sub teacher. Is he not allowed to pee? Sue all of them. Sue every last one. Man is sentenced to 118 months. I'm sorry, 188 months. Child, what is that? What's the fucking math? 188. Okay, 15 years. I'm like, why not just say the years? Okay, just say the years. I'm like, I can't do the fucking math about 15 years. Okay, in the prison. Okay, he about 15 years and like half a year. Okay, since 108 months in prison because he kidnapped his pregnant girlfriend, drove her to Planned Parenthood at gunpoint for an abortion. Okay, nigga said it's my son's birthday, and now I'm trying to prevent having another kid. Nigga, what condoms? You know what's so weird to me? The fact that people don't know. Well, I don't know how much condoms cost. I have no idea how much condoms cost in 2025, but that's my personal business. But my point is, if you are of childbearing age, okay, if you can, you know what I'm saying, pop one out, condoms are much less cheaper than an abortion. I have no idea how much an abortion costs. I have no idea. However, forcing somebody to go to Planned Parenthood because one is your son's birthday, bitch, go your son's party. What are we doing here?
To more than 15 years in federal prison for kidnapping his pregnant girlfriend and forcing her to have an abortion. 42-year-old Kevin Smith.
42? Bitch, I thought it was like 20. You are too old for be forcing abortions. You old bastard.
Pleaded guilty to the 2022 incident. He admitted to kidnapping her at gunpoint from her job in St. Charles and driving her to a Planned Parenthood in Fairview Heights. Court documents say Smith faced a harsher sentence because he continued to threaten the victim while he was in jail. A sentence to more than 15.
First of all, you can't force someone to have an abortion you can't. And at 42 years old, you should know better. Okay, and this happened back in 2022. Okay, 42-year-old Kevin L. Smith, okay, got a text from his girlfriend that read, "Babe, I'm pregnant." Okay, with the pregnancy test picture. Okay, after talking, they agreed that she would have the abortion. Okay, the day after she changed her mind and said, "Hey, I don't want to have an abortion. I don't want to terminate." Okay, he said, "Bitch, I'm gonna kill you." What? For what? You had sex with girl. Per Fox 2, Smith showed up to the pregnant woman's job, okay, at the gas station, kidnapped her, drove her to Planned Parenthood in Illinois. What is wrong with people? Nigga, it's crazy. Because y'all, they in Missouri. Is it illegal in Missouri? She worked at a Missouri gas and they drove her to a Planned Parenthood in Illinois, okay, at gunpoint, trying to force her to have an abortion. Okay, he said it'll be a real motherfucking wait. It would be real funny. Now you blow her brains out. You threatened her away. So she was able to reach her family via text message. They alerted the police or whatever showed up. Thank God the police showed up. Okay, he tried to drive off, tried to throw the gun out the window. Okay, he was arrested. Okay, he said, "It's my son's birthday, and I'm trying to prevent having another kid." He was charged with two counts of aggravated kidnapping with a firearm, further in possession of a gun, at child. Anyway, prison. Because what the fuck? Okay. What the hell? I don't know what's wrong with folks. You, sir, so now you in prison for the next 15 years, missing out on the alive baby party and the upcoming baby party. Just wear condom. You know, yeah, he didn't ruin his son's party. He didn't ruin his own life. He didn't ruin old girl. Like, I'm pretty sure she got PTSD now and got a baby by a crazy person. And for what? Because you look. My rule is this: if you do not want kids, wear condoms, pull out, abstain from sex, be with someone who can't get pregnant, who has no uterus, or on the pit or whatever. But you can't be out here just raw dogging or whatever and be, oh, surprise, 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 surprise. It's a baby, you want to kill her. It's like, no. The fuck? What is, girl? I don't like dumb stuff. Now remember the Caucasian lady who said, "Oh my God, I was SA because the cameraman, the customer SA'd me because his dick was out."
That's fucked up. 3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door.
Either way though, she recorded that man in his house. He was naked from the waist down. And she posted it on social media. Okay, it went viral and stuff. Well, she's been arrested. Okay, she was arrested. What's her girl name? She was arrested. What's her name? Let me Google her name. Okay, now this was popping on the TikTok. Okay, it wasn't much popping on the full social media and whatnot. Okay, now let me go to Yahoo News. Okay, because the news people said she's arrested. I want to know what the charges were because she posted a clip on October 12th saying that he SA'd me because his dick was out, and I know he did that or whatever, and blumpy bloop. Okay, and it says, per the court police report, the suspect, a 23-year-old woman named Livy Rose Henderson, visited customer address on October 12th to deliver food in a contactless drop-off manner. However, she proceeded to open the closed entrance door and went inside. She found the customer asleep on the couch, wearing his trousers down. She recorded the incident, but later posted the blurred footage on social media saying, "I was SA'd." Okay. It says, however, the Ring footage camera revealed the customer did not invite her inside. The detective later determined that he was not intentionally exposed himself, nor was there any evidence of SA. Okay. So this is the thing. This is all over social media on TikTok and on TikTok, Twitter, I think on IG as well. I feel like two things can be true. Let's say that tomorrow, that 10, 15 different DoorDash, Uber Eats, Amazon delivery people all come out and say, yeah, we've delivered him as well. And we also have had, experiences of him being naked or him whatever. Let's say there are other people who say, yeah, he has a habit of doing that. That's different. Okay. I feel like this. When she said he was in there asleep, to me that means he was asleep. We don't know how long it took for him to order that food, how long delivery was taking or whatever. He could have really rubbed one out and fell asleep. Okay, I don't know, but I do feel like if you are delivering something, that's it, right? If you are delivering something to somebody and you see them in the house distressed, okay, don't record it and post it on social media. Okay, just don't. Because you would end up getting in trouble. You cannot record somebody while you're driving on your job, post it on your social media if they're naked. It's not gonna end well, bitch. It isn't. And I think the get you gotcha was, her saying, hey, he SA'd me because he was on his couch exposed from the waist down, dick out and whatnot. Again, he could have easily rubbed one out and dozed off. He could have been high, drunk, ordered food, rubbed one out, and this child did not put anything in that. And my thing is, if I was a driver and I walk up to someone's house and they on a couch, dick out and whatever, I'm gonna call the police. Hey, y'all might want to come check on this man. Yeah, he ordered some food. His dick is out. His door is open. Yeah, the door wide open. Dick is out. I think he may be dead. Come check. I will call police. Say, hey, come check on him. The fact that her idea was, hey, let me record him because he looked sleep to me. Okay, he looked like a dude who was having some fun and then went to sleep. Okay, and I don't know how else to explain that. He in his house on his couch, and yes, his dick was out. But the fact that she posted it on social media is what made her wrong. Because if he purposefully left his dick out to be offensive and expose himself to her, he's dead ass wrong. However, if he did rub one out and passed out, if he did just, child fell asleep because of whatever reason maybe, you know what I'm saying? That does not mean that she had the right to record him in his house and post it on social media. That's what's wrong. No one is saying if somebody had a dick out. I just said dick 2 times today, y'all. All the dick in the world, child. Anyway, no one is saying that if he did something on purpose that he was right in that. That's wrong as well. It's wrong. But you can't record people and then post it on your social media and then feel like you're the victim. It's like, no, Becky Sue, you're not. Okay, you're not. And again, SA means there's some kind of physical, unwanted something within you and somebody else. Okay, that's SA. Now, unwanted touching, unwanted exposure is something different. Okay, and the fact that she kept saying he SA'd me wasn't actual or factual. And because the police is saying allegedly, child, there is ring camera footage that she opened the fucking door. Now, I order food sometime or whatever, and I won't be naked, but I may have a towel on, a guy for my towel. You know what I'm saying? Life be life, man. I've ordered food and I fall asleep and it's been left outside. If somebody choose to open the door, that's on them. Okay. To me, she is not a victim based on what they're saying happened. It was unfortunate because no one wants unsolicited dick. Okay, unless you have an agreement with one person, unless there's a person or people who you agree, hey, whenever you feel like it, yes, send me some dick. Send it to me. That's one thing. But nobody wants unwanted, unsolicited dick in their face. No one. You also can't record people dick and then post it. You just can't. Okay, it's called illegal. See, she was arrested. Okay, it says a felony count for unlawful surveillance and posting the footage, and DoorDash fired her. Okay, and said the customer will not be charged. I'm suing DoorDash because your driver showed my dick. Okay, my dick is private. It's not public. Anyway, y'all look, take a minute, dance with Bishop Robbery, okay? Dance with me. I'm gonna give me some wine, and we're gonna finish this off. So y'all, I'm gonna need some water too. But yeah, like the video. And we're back. Okay, how is everyone doing? I refreshed my wine. I'm going to sleep very, very well tonight. I'm going to try to be done in the next 45 minutes. So that way I can go to bed. So I'm going to call off tomorrow. No, I'm not. My last weird story for the people. Chicago public school staff under fire after investigation finds staff spent. Oh yeah, wait a minute. This is the wine I'm drinking. Okay, I don't want to drop it. Wait with the camera. So it's a Moscato, and this is my favorite kind of wine. So I have more bottles. I had 2 glasses. So this full bottle is like, if I fill this up halfway, it's like 4 of them. This is my second glass today. And I probably won't have another drink until 2026 because Jesus be offense. Anyway, yeah. Chicago Public School staff under fire after investigation finds staff spent over $7 million on luxury trips to Egypt, Finland, and Hawaii. Says staff still went on trips, and 12 of 15 were never submitted for approval. How y'all doing all that? How that happen?
Chicago public school system. Among the findings, employees at the cash-strapped district spent millions on trips to Las Vegas and even overseas. What is
like who approved it?
Up with this? Mike Tobin is live there in the Windy City. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Dave. The Inspector General took a look at the travel expenses of teachers and principals in the Chicago public school system.
Why is any Chicago employee of the schools going to Vegas, going to Dubai, to Finland, to Hawaii, to Egypt? Was it a school trip?
And concluded that when the bank accounts were fat with COVID money, the staff ran wild, as you mentioned, trips to Egypt, Finland, Hawaiian resorts, even one on a...
Who the fuck went to see? Child, during COVID...
safari, and there was no oversight to stop them. The amount spent on travel in 2021 was $300,000. It jumped up in 2022 to $3.4 million, doubled in 2023, and kept getting bigger in 2024.
Where the money coming from?
The report concludes that more scrutiny was put to whether the expense paperwork was done correctly than whether the expenses were excessive. As a result, more than 90% of the traveling employees went over the allowable limits. Oftentimes, lodging and airfare was double the allowable rate. One of the reasons the trips were not rejected is that they were not asking for approval. Of 15 international trips noted by the Inspector General, 12 were never submitted for approval.
Why was 12? Why? No tea, no shade. Okay. No tea, no shade. Why were school employees of Chicago public schools taking international trips in 2022, 23, and 24? Why?
And then we start seeing wildlife trips, balloon rides, staff staying extra days for personal reasons, and this in a school district that claims a $700 million budget hole.
We do need more special ed teachers, but if you can think about the fact that $7.7 million in wasted taxpayer money for balloon rides and looking at giraffes and elephants could have gone to hiring 100 of those special ed teachers, these are the questions that we need to be asking.
Approve. Look, somebody had to approve. Look, I know how our budget work in my organization. Every purchase has to be accounted for. The receipts have to match. Okay? We can't order $1,000 table without someone saying, well, why y'all need a new table? How the fuck did y'all get to go to freaking Finland and Hawaii? Girl,
Upon release of the Inspector General's report, Chicago Public Schools froze all overnight travel with this statement. This measure reflects our continued commitment to responsible financial stewardship and to prioritizing resources that directly support classrooms and students. As far as performance, less than half.
Fuck that. This is according to ABC Chicago. 8 schools used more than $142,000 in CPS funds to send staff on 15 different trips to Finland, Estonia, Egypt, and South Africa. 13 of those trips were never approved. 1 wasn't even rejected, but the staff went anyway. Overspending on staff travel spiked after schools received COVID relief funds. They say a principal at one school booked a lavish $400 per night hotel for himself and his wife during the development conference in Chicago. The conference was held at a completely different hotel. Started 2 days after they arrived and ended after your child. What? One teacher even took a luxury 7-day trip to Hawaii, costing $4,700. It noted the CPS, which means Chicago Public Schools, covered the expenses for 200 staff members to attend a conference that only 28 people showed up for the year before. The most expensive trip was to South Africa, totaling more than $5,200 a person. Y'all took a trip to South Africa, costing $5,200 per person. They in the money. They're all going to jail. Let's get into some other things. Offset. We discussed, was it yesterday? Well, I made a video about it yesterday. Because y'all don't forget, I told y'all go watch the premiere I did yesterday with the Karen and them and stuff. Go watch that video, okay, and go watch my one about Cardi and Megan and Offset and all that. Okay, I premiered some stuff, and if YouTube ain't tell y'all, it's around there. Anyway, so I discussed on Monday, okay, or maybe Sunday, I don't remember. Offset, we seen the post, okay, of Offset allegedly saying my kid laughing out loud or whatever. He did a post and delete. A post and delete, a post and delete, okay? And Cardi was going off, okay? So y'all think it's funny. It's not. It's been over a year and I've still been harassed and threatened to the point that I felt like my life was in danger, okay? I discussed, go watch my video. Well, Offset is saying, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. He's backtracked. He's getting tons of fucking backlash. So he said, I didn't do it. That wasn't me. I don't know how that happened. Okay. He was talking to Lauren LaRosa from Breakfast Club. He's denying posting my kid in response to any reporting of a paternity law that circulated in regard to Cardi B. Because some folk kept on saying, in Georgia, if you're still legally married, your husband is considered a father, even if he ain't, okay? And they're saying in response to that, Offset kept posting, my kid or whatever. In a statement from the spokesperson, any statements attributed to Offset circulating on social media are completely fabricated. Cardi responded to misinformation and the situation escalated unnecessarily. Offset is, I feel fuzzy. Offset has remained supportive of Cardi and genuinely wishes her nothing but the best. Hold on. Because it's bullshit. Hold on. We don't like Offset anymore. Offset is on our list. Okay, I feel like trying to say I didn't post that. What? So when someone said, "Oh, so your brother didn't post my nephew," 4 different screenshots, meaning is one thing if somebody make a fake post, and they make a fake post, that is you. Usually, any screenshot of that it would be the exact same one. There are 4 different screenshots, meaning someone took the picture at 4 different times, meaning it was up on your page. Okay? It was up on your page. Your brother posted my nephew. Okay? Y'all was posting and deleting shit.
Really tired of getting harassed. And when I get harassed privately and I ignore, that's when I start getting harassed publicly. And I have every single receipt. If you want to keep fucking sending blogs to harass me, it's gonna be like I can't take it anymore.
So Cardi responded, upset about, the bullshit he was posting. And to me, Offset, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I don't know who did it, but it wasn't me. It aggravates me. Okay. And that was the kicker part, is the fact that they weren't married in Georgia. And Cardi lives in I believe Jersey. So any Georgia law don't even pertain to them. But that's why the part is, yes, I feel fuzzy. Yeah, I say fuzzy when I'm, my eyes are smaller. I don't drink. It don't take much to get me fuzzy. Okay, it doesn't take much to get me fuzzy. That's why I said I want to be done in about 45 because I can feel myself drifting, and I don't want to go, I don't want to go too far to the side. But yeah, Offset is saying it wasn't me. I didn't do it, y'all. It wasn't me. It was. You did it. You did it. Okay. Then he deletes his Twitter. Every time folk be around here doing the dumb stuff, they delete their social media. They want to avoid what they posted. I want to go away. It's like, sir, get away from me. Offset is also a clown. Who does clown shit on clowny days, which is daily. You know what I'm saying? You really need, and I get if you feel the need to, I want to fight for my marriage, but you're harassing your soon-to-be ex-wife. You refuse to divorce her because you're an asshole. Okay? You're a dickwad. Anyway, and it's really sad because he's talented, but he's such a bitch. He wants to play post and delete and act as if we don't see what he's doing. I think he think we stupid. I think he think we dumb, but we're not. Okay, so he's the whole asshole. Vivica, I really need Vivica to comprehend she's Vivica A. Fox. You don't never, ever need to mention 50 Cent again. Now, again, she was saying, the last week, hey, don't date rappers, don't date 50 Cent. When someone asked her, like, what advice would you give your younger self? And so when she got, it was a bit of, well, why you say that? And this is the response.
Of course, the internet's going crazy right now about the whole don't date rappers, don't date 50 Cent. Where did that come from? Like,
I was asked a question that as a 17-year-old, what would I tell myself? So it's just a pre-warning for my young girls. Here you go, sweetheart.
Thank you so much.
Happy holidays. To be careful.
Yeah.
Let me give these to watch who you date.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Child, Vivica out there getting photographed, child, signing autograph, child. She's busy.
Free to date whoever you want, but for myself, I would just be careful. Maybe not go public so fast and just have fun. Happy holidays.
Now I'm like, first of all, girl, the whole 50 Cent of it all was 22 years ago. You weren't right? You were not 17. You dated him, but I do understand the notion of saying, hey, don't be so quick to go public with shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so quick to date somebody and get so into them that you forget about yourself. you know. And I'm like, girl, but that's for anybody. You can know someone for life and they can still be on some bullshit. I feel like when to me, Vivica pulls from that 50 Cent 2-3 month dating thing, and it makes her look, I won't say desperate or delusional, but it makes it seem like, did you not have any other experiences in life besides him? That's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you live with A Fox. You was married before, girl. If you had more lessons you learned from dating 50 different ones than the marriage you had, girl, something is wrong. You know? So I really be hoping she'll learn and it's not mention them no more.
Is there anyone you would give that particular advice to?
I said to all the girls.
Did that man pucker his lips up? That man pucker his lips up.
All the girls?
Yes, because we all dating each other nowadays. It don't make no difference.
Is he am I drunk? Is he puckering?
What color? Actually, I was very proud of 50 year
That nigga was puckering.
The response was fantastic, and I'll take the blue pill.
I love that. Thank you, Miss Fox.
You're welcome, darlings.
You got it going on.
I'm not saying I've never seen men pucker. I'm not saying that. I am saying I'm surprised that I seen that man puckering, because why are you puckering?
I watch who you date.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're free to date whoever you want.
Let me see.
But, you know, for myself, I would just be careful. Maybe not go public so fast and just have fun. Happy holiday.
Of course. Is there anyone you would give that particular advice to?
Girl.
He's a good man, Savannah. A good man.
Does he be puckering his lips, child, for the camera? Okay, we can see it. He like, yes, I'm a good husband for you. I will pucker my lips for you.
I said to all the girls.
All the girls?
Yes, because we all dating each other nowadays. It don't make no difference what color. Actually, I was very...
Girl, let me get... It's a pucker. It's a pucker. I just don't think I've ever seen a man pucker in quite that way. So it was confusing me and my homegirls. And I was like, girl, what happened right there? I don't know. Anyway, girl, he puckered. Deion said her son, the Shador, which one? Yeah, Shador says they broke in that man's house. Now look, I need all the people to know, when you not at home, don't tell nobody you not at home, because folks be breaking in. Okay, Shador had his rookie game, and the people broke in his house while he was playing. I said, now that's some shit. Now then, he also posted some video, okay, of said thieves. Now I look. I could not be a burglar, okay? Because first of all, you know how brave you have to be to go in someone's house and you have no idea like of what they have. Like you can think, oh, they don't have no alarm, or they don't have no alarm dog or whatever, and you get in there. And then they got fucking bows and arrows. Breaking in somebody's house is crazy to me, because most houses have surveillance. You can wear all the masks you want. They're going to probably find you. So he posted the, clips of the footage. They got about 200K in luxury goods. Okay. And child, look, it couldn't be me. Okay, because I don't want to get caught. I don't want to go to jail. I don't. And it also feels like it's so intrusive to come home and like you broke in my stuff. You know what I wonder? I wonder why more athletes don't have like live in people in their house. Like if you are a athlete, you should always have someone at your house. Like have house sitters, because when you're not there, someone is gonna try to get in there. Okay, somebody can break in. You know, and it's unfortunate because again, nobody wants to come home when their shit is gone. Okay. Also, hopefully, don't let nobody know you live. Yeah, look, a professional house sitter, and if they were smart, somebody would start a business to where a professional live-in sitter that go from house to house while the athletes. So this is for athletes who don't have a family. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a wife, kids, whatever, it's different. But like if you are a single, childless, athlete or whatever, you should have someone at your house all the time. Yeah, or security. Or security. And if it is a agency that has someone who is licensed to carry, because even if I'm home at your house, someone can still try and break in. So if I'm the house sitter and someone is breaking in, okay, I have the right to pow, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? And because he's, a new player, he's fresh out of college or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He probably don't have all that shit or whatever. He will now. He will. Look, get the big dogs. Okay? Get the big dogs that chase people, not the cute little dog that no, get a big ass Rottweiler. Okay, them Cane Corso dogs. Also, even though I don't like this man, hold on, let me see. The 6'9" dude. Someone broke in his house. His mama was there. I thought I saved. Where is it, y'all? Right here. His mama, bitch. Okay. Now I don't know how that motherfucker. I don't know where his money come from at all. This feel like a setup because the dog is too friendly. Okay. The dog look confused. The dog ain't barking. Now, if you in the back, you can see the little pink figure. That's that man mama. His 60-year-old mama. Not just strolling in the backyard with the robbers. That's the most casual robber walk I've ever seen. I ain't saying it's a setup. That dog too friendly. The dog should be biting ankles. Okay? The dog should be biting ankles. Okay? The dog is following the people. Look, the robber gonna put his arm around the boy mama. Now, why you? So all I'm saying is, okay, the way robberies happen is weird. Okay, because he said, "Now look, I don't like this man."
What's up? So I want to make this video to clear up all the fake news and rumors. So the world knows this. It's a fact. I'm on house arrest. I've been on house arrest. I think everyone in America and everyone across the world knows that I'm on house arrest. Yesterday, they allowed me to leave for work. People, I guess, saw that I was on live stream with Jack Doherty. They took that opportunity to fucking do some pussy shit. Like I said, it's me, so I get it. The rules are different for me. But if it was fucking your favorite artist, your favorite actor, and that was done, they don't get no cool points for that. My mom is 60 years old. Y'all know I'm supposed to come home. Y'all know I'm.
Nigga, how old is you? She had you. Stop. My point is, okay, it's the scheming, scamming, girl, a skinny ties, another bring the bull stuff. Because the robbers are too friendly with his mama. The dog seems too calm. You know, and maybe it's just a dog that it's not an aggressive dog or whatever. And maybe they maybe they were trying to be nice to the mama. Maybe they did not know the mama was. I don't know. Okay. But again, this my point in this is showing that, you can have a house that's getting robbed or whatever, and someone's there. You need a better dog. That dog a pussy. Okay, that dog didn't do nothing. Okay, at least bite the ankle and get some DNA. Anyway. Yeah. So I hope he get his shit back. Okay, that's the door. The game. Now, the game is a hypocrite. Okay, now we know the game has a couple kids with his ex and whatnot. I think he had one. I think the older kids are by one lady, and the new baby with Evelyn Lozada's daughter. But I feel like you can't say. Just listen.
Sometimes, like when I was in my 20s and my 30s, it was just an exchange. You know what I'm saying? It was, hey, I'm giving you this, we having our moment, and then I'm gonna get back to my life, you get back to yours. No emotions because you're young. Everybody got their whole life ahead of them. When you get in your 40s, man, you start feeling like you womanized, and I'm taking emotions home with me, or she's taking emotions out the door with her. If you are, living that type of lifestyle, and I'm like not sleeping good after that, because I feel like I had no pure intentions for this person, and this person is also late, 30s or mid 30s, and they got a life, and so like when you got when you're young and you're dealing with a young woman, ain't nobody tripping. It's all good. But when you're older and you know that woman has trauma from her past relationship and all of that, and dinner is cool, going out on a date is cool, but then once you start getting intimate with people and you know for sure that they are invested in you even a little bit, and you have no, you ain't.
He like, nigga, what?
Ain't talking to this person after tomorrow, man. You carry like, you
start feeling it.
Yeah.
Shit you didn't care about before, or feelings you never even thought or worried about. It's crazy.
And then guess what? We don't even talk. We don't have nobody to talk to that about. So we got a lot.
And I get mad at. I'm
Who
getting
can
mad.
you talk to?
Yeah.
Who can you be vulnerable with?
Well,
like
if I just took advantage of someone's emotions, right? And Matt is my boy, and he did the same thing a week ago. We ain't talking about that. We like, what's up, bro? Looking good. Sometimes
you just knock somebody up last year. Okay, how old is? Hey Siri, how old is the game? He's 45 years old. Okay, meaning you was doing this in your 40s already. So I feel like when he say, in your 40s, no, y'all know that shit be filed in your 30s. You might not know your 20s. Okay, you might not know you might not care in your 20s. Once you're in your 30s and damn sure in your 40s, you can't make it seem as if you had no idea the life you were living, fucking hoes and taking names and moving on, was a good thing to do. Meaning you are actively messing around with girls or women. And as he said, well, you don't really want nothing out of it. You just it's a fucking a buck. Okay, I'm banging her out, giving her some dollars, and I'm moving on. Even if I know she wants more, you're a fucking hypocrite because you just knocked up Evelyn Lozada's daughter. They kid just turned 1. And Kurt Franklin, stop inviting everybody to your house, okay? The fuck, you know what I'm saying? And it aggravates me when some of these because Kurt Franklin's little podcast, the folk come up and talk, whatever, it be good sometimes. It do. When he have the right, honest people who not being hypocritical, it's a good conversation. But Matt just spoke about him being a child finesse out of money because he was, you know what I'm saying, fucking around with some girl while when he with his, you know what I'm saying, he was having an inappropriate kind of text conversation or whatever. He was paying somebody money for a full year. The gang just knocked up Shanice, that's the girl name, Evelyn's daughter, and they got a new baby. And she said, I never planned to get pregnant with my first child and not be with their daddy. So you not losing sleep, gang. You not. Because at 44, you did this shit. Because your son just turned 1. You know what I'm saying? Had you said this, because once you hit 40, maybe 41, you realize, you know what, I've been on some fuck shit, let me stop. But then, no, at 43, 44, you knocks a young woman up. Okay. A young woman up, because I think Shanice is probably in her 30s at this point in time. So, bullshit. So, between you and your bullshit, okay, Matt over there and his bullshit, okay, Snoop, I don't know, because, you know, Shantae stayed the whole damn time or whatever, but I feel like it's hypocritical. Because you're talking as if you've learned to be better and you just did this shit. You just did it. You know what I'm saying? When I talk about my past life, it's my past life. It's what I've learned before. It's why I'm single now. Because I'm like, I don't have time for the bullshit. Okay? Niggas ain't shit, we know this. Pick the person who you know ain't shit and it's worth it, or sit by yourself and have fun as you do. You know what I'm saying? But like, you just knocked somebody up. She's now a single parent because you was on that fuckboy shit. So don't come to us with your Jesus glasses on, your braids, okay, and want to talk as if I learned my lesson. You know what I'm saying? Because in my 30s, I was reckless. No, you were 30. You was in your 40s being reckless. You already had 3 kids. You already had 3 kids. So having your 4th kid with a new woman was because what? You on that same bullshit. But maybe now you've learned. It's too late. So he's a hypocrite. Okay, so he aggravated me. Okay. Usher around here suing people, y'all. Now y'all, well, it depends how old they are. Brian Michael Cox is a very popular producer. Okay, he's been involved in many of your favorite artists' success over the years. And Usher's now suing. Now, I think they're cool as well. He's suing him and others over a failed Buckhead restaurant loan. He's seeking $4.9 million in damages. Okay, Usher Usher filed the lawsuit in Fulton County against Brian Michael Cox, associates Keith Thomas, Charles Hughes, an entertainment lawyer whose name I can't pronounce. A loan Usher gave to them. So Usher loaned them for almost $5 million. Okay, for a restaurant that never happened. Per the lawsuit, the group pitched Usher on opening a restaurant and lounge called, is it Homage or Homage? Atlanta, on 3102 Piedmont Road in Buckhead, at the former Ocean Prime's location. Usher agreed to loan he agreed to loan $1.7 million in January. Okay, but did not take an investor role. The money was wired to a trusted accounts. 6 months later, the property had not been purchased. Usher requested repayment and received $1 million in August. Okay, but remaining $700K has not been returned. The suit claims Andre admitted repayment would be difficult because the funds were used for other child used that money for other purposes. So Usher's now seeking 4.9 and damages allocated the $700K for each of the 7 claims in the lawsuit. Child, he said, "Give me my money." Okay. I also need folk to know this. Everyone in Atlanta has a restaurant. Okay. T.I. and them had one, Candy and them had one. Rashida and Eric. I think 2 Chainz. I think everybody has some kind of restaurant in Atlanta. You really only should try to open one if you really want to be a restaurant owner. And you probably should only partner with people who are want to do that. Loaning them 1.7 mil. Again, he got back $1 million, but they then told him the remaining $700K is going to other shit. How? If I gave you the $700K for this one thing, you never did shit with that one thing. How did you take my money and put it somewhere else? How? Okay. How? That's called bad business. It's called a scheme and a scam. A scheme and a scam. Also, open up something different. You know what I'm saying? Just open up something different. What are you doing? But Usher, get your money back, bro. Okay, if they fucking around with your money, ain't give it to you, get it back in blood. Not blood. That's not like don't get it back in blood. Don't do that. Okay, but get it back however you see fit. Okay, if I loan you money that you put towards somewhere else, I want that back plus more. Okay, and again, don't always let folk get your money, child. They may fuck over you, and you pissed. You out of money. Got to sue everybody. Okay, now I need lawyer fees back and all of that. Okay, y'all. They said Cathar back with that man. Cathar and Zadarius have been not seen together for a minute. They back together. Okay, hanging out in Miami. Okay, so I guess my man. I don't know. Or maybe it's happened to both be at the same place. Who knows? But I thought to mention it. Okay. Child B2K. Child B2K. What the thing at? B2K. Is it this one? And Omarion and them. B2K and Bow Wow. Another tour.
There are times when you're called.
Now I don't know who the fuck did this promotion. Okay, I said, is it the Avengers?
Can accomplish.
Why is Brad Pitt alive? What's going on?
To step forward into the unknown. The question is, are you willing to answer that call?
Who was Thanos?
Can you rise above the past?
Child, I'm like,
together for a calling.
Where Tank at? Because they had Tank in here. Wait, is this right?
B2K.
Now they look good. They are dancing. They in step. They've been practicing. Child, the outfits is in tow and all of that. But I still feel like
something. The world needs you.
Mr. Q.
Anything, Tank?
Listen, I'm gonna get straight to it. Ain't no fly shit going on right now. There's a lack of what you brothers provide. Black Boy Joy, hit song, moves, choreography. Nobody out here dancing no more. Not like you. The coochies is dry.
Not dry coochie. Child, who coochie dry? Child, who coochie dry? Girl.
The world needs.
Together for calling.
Who told them it's dry coochie right? Now, don't get me wrong. This was a hilariously funny, entertaining tour announcement. Okay, it was. But I mean, B2K has been on tour, child, a few times. Okay.
Mr. Q.
And then Bow Wow gonna be no music, child, no music. So it's gonna be B2K and Bow Wow. And that's strictly because so was Bow Wow supposed to be, I don't know, Iron Man? Is he Captain America? He ain't Black Panther. Okay. Because Bow Wow has so many songs with Omarion, it kind of makes sense. Now I'd also say Jeremiah. Now Jeremiah can't sing. Okay. No tea, all shade. Jeremiah can't sing, child. His voice, Jeremiah lost his voice. Every time I hear the man sing it's not good. Okay. So you say Jeremiah, Waka Flocka. We don't like Waka Flocka. We don't like Waka Flocka. A-Marie, Young Jock, Crime Mob, Franchise Boys, and Pretty Ricky. Is that Pleasure P too? Child, if y'all care, the tour starts in February. Okay, from February to April. But again, don't nobody want to see Jeremiah. Don't nobody want to see Waka Flocka. He got, 2 songs? Okay, 2. Don't nobody want that. Okay, now don't get me wrong. The tour gonna sell. Because say what y'all want, B2K have hits. Folks still like B2K. And if B2K is on the same accord, just like Escape. I'm saying if B2K is on the same accord, they dancing, singing, folks gonna go. Not me. Okay, not me, but other folks. Okay, so y'all go ahead on there and see that. Remember Kevin McCall, who kept saying that Chris Brown owed him some money, and he can sing his ass off. When he was singing, child, him and Christian Rock. Let's listen.
Without you, never would have made it. Without you, I would have lost it all.
How do y'all clap it on beat?
God ain't the author of confusion. God ain't the author of confusion. Let's get it together. A cappella, but if you know it, sing it with me from your heart. It ain't about you. Lord, make me invisible and let them only see you. Never would have made it without you. It's for you, baby. Never could have made it without you. I would have lost it all. Now I see how you were there for me. Yeah. You're stronger. Y'all see it, right? It's wiser. So much. It's better. Better.
Is she trying to really rock the Jesus out? Girl. See, this is why you can't allow anybody to praise for you and pray for you. I just never could have made it. They don't know that song. You asking the heathens to join in. They don't know that song, sir.
They better stop playing with it. I'm a believer too.
You can't be in the presence of Christian. You trying to sing a gospel down bad song, okay, when you're down bad, you never could have made it without the Jesus and the Lord, okay? You can't do that with folk like that.
I'm a believer. Oh, I love y'all. Y'all cool.
They're gonna keep playing with you.
We did a banger. Without you.
Never would have made it.
They're all like, what? Is it Jesus in here? Did we come for Jesus? I came for the weed and the drugs. They came for weed, drugs, and debauchery. They didn't come for Jesus.
Without you.
That's why they all clapping on me.
I would have lost it all. God ain't the author of confusion.
He isn't. So, but that's a confused place. Okay. A whole confused place. God ain't in there because y'all playing. God is waiting on the outside for y'all to come outside and see what y'all gonna really do. But yeah, I just need folks to stop being stupid. Don't do none of that. Wait a minute. We're gonna get to Nicki in 1 second. Oh, remember the dude who was talking about Clay and Megan and Clay not playing well? He got arrested. Okay, former NBA guard turned podcaster. Patrick Beverly is accused of a violent incident involving his younger sister at a Texas residence. Per the probable cause affidavit by TMZ, the sister said he grabbed her by her neck with both hands and picked her up off the ground. Okay. Have her feet dangling off the floor. Okay. She alleged that she felt as if she was losing oxygen and not able to breathe, and the choking lasted about 20-30 seconds. Allegedly, Beverly then began to slam her body against the walls of the residence and punched her approximately 1 time on her left eye and with a closed fist. Of the confrontation, the sister said that he made a threat, saying he will be the family relative to kill her, not to kill her. It says it happened after she came home from a nearby park. She met her boyfriend without permission, and the aftermath authorities noted visible markings on her neck and her her eyes were white. Look, I kept seeing folks say, "Oh, they leaving out how she's underage and she was with somebody who was over 18." I need people to remember, if your underage child, sibling, or whatever has a boyfriend or a person that's over 18 and that upsets you, that does not give you the right to choke them out, slam them, punch them. It does not give you the right to assault your family member. Okay, because I love how they're leaving out that he found his underage sister with a man over the age of 18. What does that have to do with the fact that he then assaulted her, not the dude, but her? Okay, if you are upset because your under 18-year-old sibling is dating someone over 18 or had someone over 18 over or left the house and they weren't supposed to, that does not equate you choking them out and assaulting them. Okay. Okay, so when I see folks in the comment on the page or whatever, oh, they not saying none of that matter. When you are upset at an action your person, your child, or something did, your response should not be to physically assault them, especially your sister. Now, let's say someone was attacking. Let's say your sister was attacking you, and in defense of yourself, you punch them. That's different. If someone is attacking you and you punch them back, that's one thing. But you out here choking out your sister who is under 18, seemingly, meaning she's a minor, is insane. That's insane. And then threatening to kill her is insane. Name's attorney said Patrick has no criminal record. He cared deeply about his little sister, a young lady, a minor. Given that when he unexpectedly found her alone in the home with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night, he was understandably concerned, as any brother would be about a sister. However, we do not believe what happened the way it's been described, and we look forward to. If you came home and found your sister with her little boyfriend, why did she get choked out and punched in the face? I'm just trying to find. That's my. Okay. So anyone say, "Oh, he was understood," you can be upset because I remember when I was 17, 17, 18, and my boyfriend at the time was 18, 19. I was thinking in the house, and I'm pretty sure my dad caught the bad guy in my bedroom, he would have probably, but he would have beat up the guy. Okay, he wasn't beating me up. Okay, but I feel like the response, his upsetness, should have never turned to you abusing, you hitting your sister at all. Even if she jumped on your back and you tossed, you choking, because if there were visible signs of stuff on her neck, you choked her. Okay, there were visible signs on her neck. Okay, meaning you did something, and trying to say, I was upset. I came home and found the house. So the fuck what? So I did. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Anyway, Megan is in court, y'all. Where outfit at? It's a little cute. Look at Megan. Looking all cute. Okay, Megan is in court with that Grandma Lava girl. They're still going for the defamation stuff and whatnot. Megan looks amazing. Okay. Where is the girl? I have a picture of the girl. Where is she? This is Milagro, the blogger. Child, when they said she looked like a bootleg Cruella de Vil, I said, not Cruella.
Talk about that.
Where are the shoes from?
Dr. Pace said I'm a she-eating hoe, but these from Fashion Nova. Cold, Fashion Nova is cold.
How do you like Miami? How do you feel they're treating you in the truck?
The crazy part about it is she think that coat is killing. That's a horrible coat. But the coat looked like rat fur. Now, I don't know. Are rats white? It looked like rat fur. If a rat grew their hair out, it looked like rat fur. Okay, and I don't like it at all. But again, her and Megan's in court still. Again, she still said, I thought the stuff that was fake. I posted it because no. She said I posted, but I thought it was real. Okay, so that's the gist of her defense in court. Megan, the reporter, was there. Okay, I'm hoping the trial will be over by the end of this week. If not, we shall see. Be it Megan's cute in her outfit, and the girl shot Dalmatians. A dirty Dalmatian. Okay. And sometimes, don't be so quick to want to be fashion, because that ain't your thing. It isn't. Now, Megan, the reporter, okay, this is the girl today. Hold on. She learned. She looked better today. She looked a mess yesterday. One white man is walking and filming. Is the coat arm dirty? Maybe it was the camera. The fact that it's one long white man walking backwards is weird to me. She looked cute today. Okay, that was cute. Boy, what was Milagro? Is it her in the black? Where's Megan? Hold on. Megan today.
Megan, is this the lover girl look?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
I love Megan's outfit, but I like Milagro's coat. Okay, the coat was amazing. Okay, but I love Meg's whole outfit. You know what I'm saying? I would get tired of going back to the court. I would like, I don't want to go to court no more. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But yeah, we'll see how the court case pans out. What else I got, y'all? Oh, we had 2 hours. Shit, I gotta go to bed. What's left? Oh, Nicki. Oh, Pharrell. Oh, Porsha. Damn it. Okay, let me get focused. Where Porsha at? Hold on. Did I already say no Porsha? So we discussed yesterday, I don't think whatever. Porsha was on a plane and something happened. Porsha was looking for a moment, if you ask me. But no, Porsha was on a plane, an altercation or some kind of incident happened, or they said Porsha was on the FBI's list. They were investigating something. We did not know what happened. Porsha was on the plane coming back from BravoCon, and something on the plane happened. Now she's saying, I was attacked. I am a victim. Okay. Per Lorna Rosa, Porsha's attorney said Porsha was verbally assaulted by an irate and unhinged passenger without provocation. The passenger then proceeded to make false allegations that were in direct conflict with observation from several eyewitnesses. Okay. As with any incident occurring on board an aircraft, federal authorities are required to conduct an investigation involving all parties to determine what, if any, offenses occurred. Porsha has every intention of cooperating with the law people to whatever extent necessary and remains confident that the passenger will be charged. Now, we don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure somebody said, girl, you fucked the lady's husband. And that's how the fight started. Okay, I'm pretty sure someone said, girl, you banged that lady's husband and you should not have. Okay, we don't like you, Porsha. Okay, Porsha. But, you know, she's saying she was the victim of somebody verbally assaulting her, cussing her out, and we know Porsha, right? Well, fuck you too. I did marry that lady husband. Yeah, I sure did. Okay. And they're saying because there was a verbal altercation on a plane that the police had to get involved and whatnot. But Porsha said it wasn't me. It was them. You know, now again, this is all from Porsha's attorneys and whatnot. So that's all we can say. But she was attacked. They always come for me. They won't leave me alone, God. I guess so. So again, we're gonna wish and hope and pray that whatever happens is a solution is had, you know, and hopefully look, if there was just a verbal argument, I don't need no charges pressed. Bitch, fuck, girl, I'm going back to Atlanta. I ain't gonna have you. I would not even, unless it was a real verbal, like Porsha, you old dirtbag, cum buckets, guzzling, fake ass, fake titties, weave wearing, your baby daddy, you know what I'm saying? Unless it was a full-fledged, like, attack. You know, if it was a little argument, girl, let it go. It ain't worth it. Okay? So, girl, bye. We're for real. Because Pharrell was around here being stupid. Now, just listen.
Look at what's going on in the current political climate. I'm just saying I don't want to turn anybody off. I hate politics. Like, despise them. It's a magic trick that it's not real.
Only really dumb people or people who are too rich to feel like regular life obstacles affect them say this kind of shit. Okay. I'm also not political. However, that just means I'm not gonna fuss with anyone about politics. I don't get too deep into it. However, I pay attention to my city, my state, and the president. You know what I'm saying? All that, because you have to know who's in power, because who's in power makes the rules. But again, some rich folk feel like it don't pertain to them, so it's not real. It's very real. You sound stupid.
I don't believe in either side, so I think when you pick a side, you are only, you are inadvertently supporting division.
That's also dumb. That's how Code 45 won. When folks say, "Well, you don't pick a side," when you don't pick a side, you pick a side. When you don't pick a side, you're still picking a side. The many people who did not pick a side helped that Code 45 man win.
Yeah, it's not a popular point of view, but I just gotta say, like, think about it. The wells are drying up, and okay, now the diversity's off the table, now equity's off the table, now inclusion's off the table. So
he's saying not DEI is off the table.
That makes me ask myself, okay, so how do we survive? Well, are there black people here tonight? Yeah. And in your heart, do you think for what it is that you do and who you are, do you think you're the best? Okay, so do you want the job because you're black or because you're the best?
This nigga here. I'm not happy. I am not happy.
Shut your mouth. Okay?
Shut up! That is so stupid.
Nigga. No.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
To ask the question, well, do you want to be picked because you're black or because you're qualified? Do you not know what DI was for? That means you don't even know what you're talking about, because DEI does not mean that an unqualified person gets a position. What it means is you have to be qualified to get it, for one. And for two, it's so that way you're not being ignored because you're black and it's going into a white male. So you're not getting it because you're black. You're getting it because you're qualified for it. Dummy.
Do you want someone to support your startup because you're black or because you're the best? Yes. Right, so I think now for me it's about us having the best ambition. That's the reason why you should support these businesses. Yes, they happen to be black and brown, but it should be based on the thesis that we're the best, not because we are a total shade of a skin color. That's a point of view that I have now that I'm resting on, and if diversity, equity, and inclusion ever comes back in style, cool. But
if it ever comes back in style, if DEI ever comes back in style, cool.
In the meantime, I want to focus on being the best because I can bank on that, because that's what's going to get you the position. Where, I don't want you to give me anything. I want you to panic and not let me out the room because I'm the best.
assholes. I hate assholes. They get on my nerves. Because that was an asshole statement. You know, and again, I like to show when stupidity happens, because these kind of people, you know, want you to support when they have the black stuff. You know, they have the black stuff. They want you to come support them because we're all black. You know, so when Pharrell comes looking for the black folk to support him, tell him we're gonna wait for DEI to come back in style before we support him. Okay, we're gonna support the other black folk who not already multi-millionaires. Okay, so we have to give credit where credit is due for ignorance and people's commentary about shit that means a lot to the regular folk. While he around there in Italy, in France, or wherever, making the Louis Vuitton and Gucci and shit that I can afford it. But you know what I'm saying? The regular person can't afford on a regular, everyday basis. Ooh, I'm like, I can't. He's stupid, and I'm upset with him. Okay, I'm upset with him. Who was left? I did, because I'm trying to get out of here because I need a nap. I did Porsha. Okay, I did. Let's get to Nicki. Okay, let's get to Nicki. Let's get to her. I'll say stuff for tomorrow. I got some more housewife stuff to get into. We'll do that tomorrow and whatnot. And Ariana Grande and them. Nicki Minaj. I don't. She's a clown. Okay, Nicki Minaj to me is a clown. I have never heard Nicki Minaj speak up for regular black people going through bullshit in America. I've never heard Nicki, placating to her black supporters, trying to uplift them. Okay, I've never heard her do any of that, but she round here in her funeral dress, okay, on her wig from Party City, a good Party City wig, but a Party City wig nonetheless. I have never seen her, actively do any of that. Okay. But she got her Trinidadian ass on the television. Okay. And let's listen. She's talking about the persecution of Christians in Nigeria. She's at the UN, the United Nations. Okay.
Hello, everyone. I must say I am very nervous, so please.
Cause, bitch, why you here? Why you here? Who?
That's suspicious.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's weird.
Who said, yeah? You know what? Let's call Nicki Minaj. Yeah, she's involved in the things. She's a great person to speak up on Christians in Nigeria. Yeah.
Well, Thank you, Ambassador Waltz, for this invitation.
You nervous to talk with your rapper? How are you nervous to read a speech that somebody else, Trump, wrote for you? Aren't you a rapper? Aren't you a lyricist? Aren't you an entertainer? Don't you perform in front of millions of people? Girl, but you nervous? Okay.
It is an honor to stand on this stage with you and the other distinguished speakers here today to
spell distinguished.
Shine a spotlight on the deadly threat faced by thousands of Christians in Nigeria.
Because there are no American Christians being harmed in America. Yeah, let me lend my voice to the Nigerian Christians, because there's no one on American soil who needs my voice speaking up for them. Yeah, they don't need me here. Yeah, they need me for the Nigerians over there, the Christians over there in Nigeria. Okay.
I would like to thank President Trump
Are you broke?
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money.
They wrote her a check
for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage in calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
I stand here as a proud New Yorker with a deep sense of gratitude that we live in a country where we can freely and safely worship God regardless of one's creed, background, or politics. No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion, like I recently stated.
Oh, but for any other reason, go ahead and get him out of here. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why.
God forbid folks just want to be gay. God forbid folks just want to be black. God forbid folk just want to be legal residents of the U, of the S, of the A, who are persecuted on a regular basis on American soil. But you got your tackhead ass up on that podium and again, I'm not negating that Christians in Nigeria don't deserve whatever. I can't worry about that right now. You want to know why? Because folks here don't have the protection that we need. But you up it
on social media. And we don't have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other.
Wasn't you just on the social media fussing with Cardi, fussing with Megan Thee Stallion, fussing with every girl?
We're way beyond thinking or expecting or assuming for, the person sitting next to you to have the exact same beliefs. We're beyond that. That's ridiculous. But that shouldn't make one person feel less safe than anyone in any room. Music has taken me around the globe.
But have you helped the people here, Nicki? I don't recall Nicki ever speaking up about the issues here. That's my issue. Usually people who are always outspoken about regular issues. We'll join in into these things as well. But for this to be her first child, Nicki, we ain't seen Nicki in person in a long, long time. She didn't pop out of the basement, okay, took the filters off, okay, have her, it's not me, it's Roman voice on, and wants to thank Colt 45. Girl, you were that broke? Nicki Minaj is a clown who needed a check because she's going broke. Because why else would you do this? Who wrote that speech for you? You didn't write that.
I have seen how people, no matter their language, culture, or religion, come alive when they hear a song that touches their soul. Religious freedom means we all can sing our faith regardless of who we are.
I can't live my life based on who I am.
Where we live and what we believe. But today, faith is under attack in way too many places. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed.
So are people in the USA, bitch.
Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly.
They were in Chicago doing raids in Black neighborhoods. They have shown parents in the drop-off line of school with their kids being chased down and dragged by ICE. In the U of the S, we have seen legal citizens caught up in rape. We've seen Black people murdered in the streets by cops. They cut off SNAP benefits for millions of Americans. We were in a 43-day shutdown for the government. But the Christians in Nigeria, now that's what we have to discuss. Yeah, they need our help.
Simply because of how they pray. Sadly, this problem is not only a growing problem in Nigeria, but also in so many other countries across the world, and it demands urgent action.
Yeah, urgent action elsewhere, not here. There's nothing urgent needed here. Yeah, we don't need lower gas prices. We don't need, rental prices and mortgage prices to be lower. We don't need higher wages. We don't, girl.
And I want to be clear. Protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides or dividing people. It is about uniting humanity. Nigeria is a beautiful nation with...
So was America. If it wasn't ran by crazy, racist people.
Deep faith traditions and lots of beautiful barbs that I can't wait to see. When one's church, mosque, or place
is glitching, y'all, that means you're lying.
Of worship is destroyed, everyone's heart should break just a little bit. And the foundation of the United Nations, with its core mandate to ensure peace and security, should shake. I am joined here today by peace builders, by faith leaders, by those who saw violence, saw rising intolerance, saw the threats clearly before us, and chose...
Child, is it AI? Maybe it's AI. Maybe it's read Nicki.
Not to look the other way. I am inspired by their work to build interfaith ties, to see the humanity across the lines which might divide us, and to fight for security and liberty for all those who pray. I look forward to our discussion today. And
our discussions? Bitch, who added you to the chat?
And I hope it will encourage deepened solidarity for us to urgently work together to ensure every person can enjoy the right to believe, to worship, and to live in peace. Barbs, I know you're somewhere listening. I love you so very much.
Nicki Minaj is at the UN talking to the Barbs. Okay.
You have been the ultimate light in my life and career for so long. I appreciate you, and I want to make it very clear once again that this isn't about taking sides. This is about standing up in the face of injustice. It's about what I've always stood for my entire career, and I will continue to stand for that. For the rest of my life, I will care if anyone, anywhere, is being persecuted.
Bitch.
For their beliefs. Thank you.
Now,
Ambassador Mike Waltz here with the amazing Queen of Rap, Nicki Minaj, and I just can't be more thankful to you for putting your spotlight on the persecution, the killing, the devastation that's going on with Christians in Nigeria. The president called it out. Nicki, you've called it out, and then we invited you here to the UN to learn more and to see what we can do to stop this genocide.
Yes, we did, and I am, like I said before many times, I'm honored that you even thought that I would be worthy to be in this caliber of a place. Because, you know, I never thought I would go from rapping to being here, but I'm so happy and proud, and I'm happy that I can speak for Christians, and I will continue to speak for anyone that I feel needs my voice if they are being persecuted. And right now, I'm just wanting to let all of my Nigerian barbs, even if they live in the U.S.
My Nigerian barbs. If they over there being murdered, are they watching you, Nicki? If they over there being persecuted, are they watching you right now, or are they worried about being killed?
I want to let you guys know I love you, and thank you for your stories that made me understand more what was going on. And I will continue lending my voice. I hope to see more of you guys lending your voices to it. And let's do the right thing like we've always done. And Ambassador, again, thank you so much, and to again President Trump and his entire administration, and to Alex. I just want to thank you guys.
Y'all,
Not on my watch.
Y'all have to stop supporting Nicki Minaj. Not because she picked a side, and clearly she picked Code 45 side, but because she's allowing them to use her to push a narrative that's not even. Child, my head hurt. We gonna end on Nicki. Okay, we are going to end on Nicki because Nicki is on some fraggle bull stuff. Okay, I have never been a barb. Okay, I used to like Nicki's songs or whatever, but this Code 45 supporting Nicki Minaj, I don't know who, what, when, where, why, or how she thought this was a good idea. I I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted because I feel like there's nothing wrong with a celebrity lending their power to promote something that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But to me, I feel like she needed a check. Okay? She needed a check. Oh, and possibly a pardon. I feel like it might be state. I feel like it might be state in my brain. Her husband's sexual crimes and stuff. But we have to start giving celebrities the credit they need when they do dumb shit like this. Because again, if Nicki Minaj was a regular responder, a regular commenter, a regular for the people and support of the people person, this would make more sense. However, you have never done, I don't think I've ever heard her speak about anything political. Never. And now you at the UN. Thanking Code 45. Oh, thank you, Code 45. It's not you, it's Roman. And who the fuck told that man? I want her to go away. So we have to give her the credit she deserves. And so when she wants y'all support, leave her on the outskirts. I know some of y'all may not like Cardi, but to me, Cardi has always spoken out about politics. You know, either complaining about stuff or just calling shit out. We ain't got that Nicki girl. Nicki's a clown. She's a clown. And clown behavior deserves to be ignored. Okay, so if she ever puts out an album, girl, ignore it. And number the child, I'm so aggravated. I'm finna go to bed. One, I'm fuzzy. Okay, I'm finna sleep real good. Blah, 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 blah. It's finna be a good night. Okay, but again, that's y'all home girl. Okay, that's y'all home girl. Not my homegirl. That's our homegirl. I hope whatever check she got cleared. I hope whatever her heart does. I hope her husband's charges. Nigga. Don't never go away. Okay? But yeah, Nicki Minaj.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb
and used. You let them use you. And that's you should never let them use you. Okay? That's just stupid. That's dumb. But that's what she is. Okay? Anyway, y'all. If you have not already watched my Bravo video, what's the Bravo stuff that happened over the weekend, all the girls, my Cardi and Megan and Offset and all them things, go watch those things again. YouTube, because I am not as consistent as I should be with my videos posting. YouTube is not promoting and telling y'all she has content up. She's on live, video premiere. So you have to come to my channel, child, once a day to look at stuff. So I will have a video up tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow to discuss more stuff. And I may have a premiere up as well. So y'all go watch the stuff. Okay, y'all also like and subscribe to the stuff. Okay. My hair look crazy because I didn't comb it again today. But no, I comb my hair. Okay. But because my hair be wet when I leave up on my bun, it gets curly. Okay. So I'm running my fingers through my hair because it's curly. And I'm trying to, stretch it out. But when I pull it out, sometimes it looks crazy. Anyway, I had a good time with y'all. We had a good wine. I'm going to bed. Okay. Make sure y'all subscribe. Okay. Y'all know to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay. All of the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Well, let's hope we don't have to cuss Nicki out again. We might. Okay. Again, have a good night, y'all. Be safe, be good. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.